I don't know about you, but I have got, oh my gosh, tons and tons and tons of books and magazines that I have bought to try to make myself a better artist. But honestly, they sit on my shelf. Or if you're like me and you've got this long list of saved videos on your Instagram or your TikTok of ideas you want to try because they say it's easy and they say it's simple and they say anyone can do it. So we're going to revisit a series I started a long time ago called Trying Series. Basically, we're going to go through this, we're going to go through some of those, and we're just going to see if they're as easy as some of these online influencers and online Instagram and social media and YouTube people say they are. Let's give it a try.
I'm back with another 5-ish minute watercolor seascape this time. This is super easy, beginner friendly. We're going to start with a sandy wash from the bottom up and blending the ocean from the top to bottom, letting the water and paint do their thing for some dreamy blooms. The sky is just a flat wash with some clouds blotted using paper towel. Then we're going to let it dry. You can stop here or you can keep going. I'm going to add some foamy waves with gouache, a few birds, some shadows under the waves. Those little touches really make the painting pop. I challenge you to take 5 minutes and just start painting because you deserve it.
All right, we're going to try this super easy, beginner friendly. She said it should take us about 5 minutes. So let's do a little timer here. And let's see if she's right. Because if you've watched my channel at all, you know I'm not a super great watercolor person. But we'll try it. It doesn't say whether it's wet on wet. She doesn't say whether you're supposed to wet down your paper beforehand. So we're not going to. I did wet down my paints. I'm gonna wet them a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna do, this is kind of a sandy color. You just kind of blended it up. And then she went in with a kind of a turquoisey color. Surely I've got that in one of these somewhere. Is this one turquoisey? Nope, that one's green. That'll do. And then we kind of did this, but she did, no, these she did let touch. Just kidding. Because she said let them do their thing. Maybe these need to be a little wetter on my sand, maybe. Let's watch that again. Oh, I forgot to start my timer. Okay, so I need a really sharp line going across here. You kind of see, you can see from the picture. She's kind of adding some water through here to get a nice line in the sand, I guess. I don't know. Oh, she said let it do what it do. Whatever that might be. All right, now we're gonna use a lighter blue for our sky, and it looks like she did it where it doesn't touch. Let's do our light blue and do it right. Leave a little bit of a horizon line. I know I'm not using the exact same color she did, but you get the point. We're gonna use a fluffier brush and see if that'll be better. I don't know. And you might see I've got clean water, and this is used water. Oh, and see, and then I just went over that little horizon line I wasn't supposed to. My bad. All right, then we're gonna dab it with some. I feel like this needs to be dabbed too. Get more of a sandy situation if we dab it through here. Oh, maybe that might be working. That might be working. I don't know if that's perfect. Let's do this. Maybe get rid of some of the splotchies. Now let's make our little sandy clouds. I don't know why I said sandy clouds. Oh, that works pretty good for clouds though. I've never done. Well, that's pretty good for clouds. That's not bad. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I think I'm gonna go in with my little brush again and give myself a little bit darker of a horizon, because you can kind of see she's got that darker color, and I think that's where I messed up. Maybe I needed to make it dark and then kind of just let the color naturally fall down. I don't know. Got some nice little crispy line. Darken it up there just a little bit. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not too bad. I'm gonna dry it, and I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of that dark blue, so hold a second. Now that we've got it dry again, let's add a little bit more of that, darken our horizon up here just a little, get a little more depth. Oh, I put it in the wrong one, that's the clean one. Do that, that's not bad. That's not bad. Clean our brush off, do a little bit more of this sandy kind of color down here. I don't know if this is right, but I feel like we're doing the best we can, and it's all about the trying, right? So I'm just using 3 colors. It's a sand color from a Jane Davenport neutral set, a light blue from a different Jane Davenport set, and then like just a blue from Illustrated Faith. But I'm sure you can get away. Obviously she used different colors than I did, but we're going with it. I don't know how she got, okay, see how she got this little ridge line kind of in hers? I'm not sure how she did that, but I'm wondering if I push some just clean water through here, if I can get a little bit of an edge. I'm not getting the big chunky edge that she did, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, that's not horrible. So let's okay, now she went in with some white gouache, which is kind of like it's an acrylic based, almost like an acrylic based watercolor. I do have some, I've never really used it. And I don't even know how I'm supposed to tell which color is white. Oh, hey, that was white. I don't know if it's still good. We're going to open it and see. Oh, apparently that one is still sealed, so probably that's a good thing. I got this from Five Below, so not even sure how good the quality is going to be. But I bought it to try it. Apparently I just can't even get it open. Oh, well, it's still liquidy, so that's good. That's a good sign. Okay, so she used this to a small brush to add like her little waves. So let's watch the little waves again. Okay, little dots, little waves, and she had some dark blobs for our... How small of a brush do I have over here with me right now? Let's see. This one should work. Actually, I'm going to use one of the new brushes I have. I'm going to wait to see how long this actually takes us. She said 5-ish minutes. And I guess that's if it's someone who is proficient in watercolors, because I'm pretty sure it's probably been more than 5 minutes. All right, so we're gonna take our gouache. She kind of gave it some nice little... I think this is considered like a jelly gouache. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not 100% sure. But it kind of has that kind of funky, weird texture. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I don't know if this is right. I wonder if some white acrylic would work better than this, because this is not really gonna be that much of a punch. I'm gonna grab some white acrylic. 5 Below, so I'm sure it's not like the most high quality gouache that ever existed. Use some regular white acrylic paint. It's a little bit better. I'm gonna look at her waves again. She's just like dabbing along the edge. What would be the edge, I guess? I guess we could add some waves out here. It looks like she's adding some dark browns right here to kind of add a shadow situation. So let's grab our little baby brush again. Keep this really loose. I'm going to add some more water. Yeah, that's a little too much. It's a little too much. Like I have my paintbrush in my mouth right now, that's why I sound weird. Let's do that. I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. Then she used... I'm not going to try to paint those little birds because I'm me. So I'm going to grab some kind of black pen up here. Not that one that just threw itself at me. Here we go. We're just going to do a little bird situation here. Okay, that's not horrible. Let's see how long it took us. And remember, I forgot to turn my timer on for the first few minutes, so it took me almost 13 minutes. Cool, so probably closer to 15, but not, we'll take all that off at the end. But I was like, that's not horrible. Let's go back and look at what hers was. So this is what hers looked like. And I'll put a better screenshot right there. I think that's not bad. I think that's not too bad. All right, let's watch the next one. All right, y'all. This is another one they say we should be able to do in 5 minutes. So we're gonna set our timer again. I'm gonna remember to do it this time. So it looks like all they did was do a light blue, smudge some of it out, do a dark blue, do a green, add some little flecks of grass. I do think it's funny, it says this is a very simple, no detail, but the birds and the grass are details. So I'm very confused by what that means. So, all right, let's reset. And I did notice on her paper that she did have her paper wet already, so we are doing the wet on wet technique for this. So I'm just gonna take a clean brush and I'm going to, well, okay, that's supposed to be clean, has a little something in it. Let's hit our start and see if we can do this. So, ooh, it's not funky on that brush. Ignore that part. So we're just gonna wet down our paper here. I guess we'll use the same sky blue because that's the only light blue I have. Alright, get a little palette going over here. We're gonna do just a little squiggle. Basically all they did. So light blue squiggle. Then we're gonna do a dark blue squiggle. I don't know what else to call these. We're gonna call them squiggles. So we're gonna put a little dark blue line right here. Guess that's about right. Oh, I forgot to do the, hold on, before I forget, I gotta do the smush thing to make our clouds in the light blue. So she just, I guess, took kind of a dry brush and just went, well, that's a good way to make clouds, okay. I'm just kind of cleaning my brush off over here to the side on a paper towel and kind of picking some of my color back up. And give the illusions of clouds, I guess. Oh, and I messed that one up. It's my bad. Right over so I don't stare at the clock. I feel like I have to beat the clock. Beat the clock. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling it. Okay, and then we did a light green, which I think I want to use this light green. That one's a very limey light green. Oh wait, here's actually even better light green. This one is a travel set from Derwent. Oh wait, is that green or is that yellow? Oh crap, I think that's yellow. Never mind, glad I noticed that. Switch, we're gonna use this one instead. Make sure we're nice and moist. And we're just gonna take this lighter green, make sure we're nice and just a little green something down here. Okay, I'm gonna watch that again because I'm not 100% sure that's right. Oh, I forgot to leave some little white edges. Dang it! It's okay, I can add those back in. So then birds. Wait. Okay, we did our blue. We took some of our paint out to kind of make some little cloudies. We did our darker blue, which I don't have a really good line. I'm wondering if I should have made that, let that dry before I did the two. So blue. Nope, now go back. Okay. Yeah, blue. Yeah, I think it was dry, but they didn't tell us to dry anything, so. They also didn't show that they did kind of different colors of green right there, so it looks like I need 3 colors of green. So we're gonna try that, and I'm gonna, I guess, figure out the whole, I didn't do a straight line thing. Okay, let's see what I can do with that. I can give us a little bit more of a straight across line here like she has. Okay, that's a little better. It's got a little more crispiness to it. Except she did a little bit of a, what blue did I use? Add a little more down here, so it kind of wasn't as straight a line right through there. I think that might be a different blue, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with it. Okay, I'm gonna go in and try to make some clouds again, because it's kind of, I don't know if that's right. Okay, it's giving cloud. It's giving cloud. Okay, so I think what she's not showing is drying in between these layers, so we're gonna dry it real fast. I didn't do as well, but we're gonna, is I didn't leave like any like white kind of like caps or whatever. You can see she leaves in her blue, she leaves some white space in there, and I did not do that, so it's kind of like a reflection. So we're just gonna cheat, and we're gonna use our acrylic white again to kind of put a little bit of that in there. Just kind of doing my best to kind of put them in the same place as she did. That's not too bad. Okay, let's put our all right, let's do our little greens here. I'll use a smaller, even smaller brush than I've used so far. So we used, what did we use? We used this green for our base color. So I think I'm gonna just mix a little bit of that with a little bit of brown. I think that's brown. To kind of give me just a little bit of a darker green, but still in the same color family. Yeah, that's pretty good. Darken it just a little bit more. And these were kind of like little in the back, so they don't have to be perfect because they're kind of just blending. And then when that dries, we'll put kind of our brighter ones in there. Okay, that's not bad. that's not bad. We're gonna let that dry, and we're gonna do, she did a bunch of birds. Is this dry? I think so. Once again, I'm not gonna try to paint birds. I think I'm gonna use our little thin one here again. And go in with, is this a green? I think this is a green. I do have a dark green. I'll score. Kind of a gray green, but it might work. So I'm gonna kind of keep it on the edge. Is that dry? That's not dry. Let's try that. We're just kind of taking this dark green and just keeping on the very edge of this brush and kind of just flicking up to kind of make our little grass here. It's a weird color green. It's kind of a weird gray green kind of color. I still think it's funny that description of this says is no detail, and I'm like, look, the grass and the, okay, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see how long it took us. Okay, so it took me 11 minutes to do that one. They said it should take like 5. That's okay though. We're all learning. We're all learning. Got our little third spot down here, and we're gonna go bright blue. So we're just gonna use this. Oh, this is my favorite one. This is a really old one from Jane Davenport. I think it's just called her Brights, but it was one of my firsts and my favorites. Okay, so we're gonna do a blue, a pink, and a yellow. That yellow looked kind of grody. We'll use this yellow instead. It's kind of more the mustardy yellow that they've got going on in this one anyway. Okay, and then we're gonna need some paper towels for smooshing here in a second. All right, so let's go bright blue, or kind of blue. So let's go, what's the first blue I used? I think it's that one. And we're just gonna do, you know what? Let's see if it says if we're doing wet on wet or wet on dry. Okay, her paper is dry. You can tell by looking at it. So here we go. Oh, there's our blue. And then we're gonna use our pink. Love this pink. It's the same color my hair used to be. And kind of let them naturally do their thing here. I haven't used this pink in a while. It is taking a little bit to rejuvenate. Okay, and then we're gonna use this yellow. Make sure it's nice and juicy. I mean, I could see this one being my favorite only because of the color scheme, because y'all know, like hot pink, blue, like an aqua blue, and yellow are like my wheelhouse. Okay, then we're gonna add our yellow here. A little bit more water, a little bit more pink. Okay, and then double check. I think from there we're going to, oh, I forgot to start our timer. Reset, start. From there, we're going to blot to kind of give us our clouds. Cool, cool, cool. Probably do our best not to over mix the colors. Probably should have done that when the teal was still wet. So that's on me. That's on me. We're kind of, I jacked that up. We're gonna can get rid of that pink I got in there. Okay, keep it. Well, we're trying. That's all we can do, right? I'm gonna wet that just a little bit and see if I can. Well, it's not working quite how I thought, but that's okay. So we're gonna add a little bit more of the yellow back in. I think I over blotted. A little bit more pink back in. Just kind of try to blend it with the blue. Not gonna lie, I thought this would be the easiest one. Or maybe I was just hopeful it would be the easiest one because it's my colors. See if I can get that to blend a little bit. I don't think I'm doing this right, y'all. Definitely gonna take longer than 2 minutes though. Okay. So I'm gonna keep each of the colors on their own little dabby thing this time and see if that. So keep my blue kind of together and then have a different one to dab on my pinks. A different one to get a little dabs on the yellow. I mean, okay. And then we're going to like a aqua kind of color for our little. All right, let's rewatch that the green part. I don't see how she does in 2 minutes, but okay. Okay, dabby dab. See, that's what she didn't show though. Okay, back it up. Okay, so we did our blue. Oop. Did our yellow. We dabby dabbed. Okay, so we do a wash of this kind of greenish color first and then dry it and then go back in. Okay, let's use. I'm just gonna use this for a nice wash with. Do I want this green? I don't know what color green this is. Yeah, I think that's a good green. We want to do a wash. We want to keep it really, really wet. So lots and lots of water. You know what? I'm going to dry that so that my yellow and my green don't go crazy together. Do just a nice little wash of our green down here. Nice little crisp line there. Okay, I'm pretty sure this was dry. So let's try to go back in. Let's see where she's at. So she's just, oh, okay, we're not showing that. Okay. Nope, too far. Green, green. Shadows. Okay, we're gonna fake this because, so we want it a little bit darker. Well, not really darker, we just want it more saturated. So less water, more paint. And we're just gonna make our little horizon here, which is kind of what she did. I think I need to make this a little wetter and get this a little darker down here. Okay, okay, we're getting there. Got our darker little horizon up here. And it doesn't say what she did, but it looks like she went in with if she did a little dabby dab too, because it looks like there's some real white spots in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of that a different blue in there too. That might help because it looks very green on the horizon, but then it looks way more blue. So I'm going to put a wash of a light blue on top of this. See what that'll do. What did that blue do? Y'all, yep, I just dropped it and splatter painted my entire little piece here. Hey, you know what? That's why it's called trying. Well, now we have a little bit of a splatter painted sky. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I think I jacked this up. Okay, let's put a little bit more of this green and make some. I kind of messed up our horizon here. And while it's wet, I think that's gonna make this kind of bloom into our little sea colors here a little better. Okay, not bad, not bad. And then it looks like he just used black acrylic to kind of make some rocks. We're just gonna kind of, okay, we can do it. I'm gonna dab some of this off so we can get a little bit, yeah, there we go. So we get a little bit of like wave texture and wave caps kind of going on a little bit. I don't know if that's better, but we did it. Okay, let me get some black. It's kind of blackish. It's called Wild Mustang. Matte chalky finish, whatever. We're just playing. We're just trying, right? We're just trying, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go use, what size should I use? Oh, you know what? I probably need to dry this before I try to paint acrylic on top. Okay, now we're going to, I was going to use that brush, but I think I'm going to use this brush instead. And this is just some black acrylic. We're going to try our best to kind of make these rocks. Is that what we're calling those? So we're going to kind of just... It looks like they added a little bit of gray to kind of give it a shadow, I'm guessing. Maybe? I don't know. So I'm gonna do this, kind of make our rocks. And there's a little baby rock over here. Make it nice and craggly because, you know, ocean rocks. And there's a couple little like little rockies here and is that kind of how she did her rocks? I don't know. Alright, let's see. I mean, yeah, that's pretty close. There's a little bit of like a graying right there, so I'm gonna try. Where'd my white go? I'm gonna do maybe a little spongy technique here, so really wipe that off and kind of give our little rocks some texture here. I feel like I'm sounding like Bob Ross, Happy Little Rocks. Some little sea splashes on it. Not exactly how they did it, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, not what they did, but I am gonna use a really stiff, dry brush to kind of get some like wavy highlights in here. know if this is right. Okay, cool. And then she put some kind of words on it, so let's see. I think that was it. Wait, were there birds in the sky? Were there birds? Nope, no birds. It just says, every day is a gift. So we're gonna try not to put our hand in black paint, even though I just did it. Okay. That one's okay. Not my favorite, even though I thought it would be. All right, we're gonna try one more. Think we can do it? Let's see. Oh, this one took us 13 minutes. It said it was gonna take like 2. All right, let's take a look at the last one. Okay, now we're gonna try an underwater one. I'm trying to figure out if she's doing it wet on wet. No, it looks dry. So it looks like we're just doing a big old square, rectangle, whatever, of a blue. Do I have a dark blue? I think I do. Let's see if I have a dark blue. That's a dark blue. Let's see. Do a little test. Perfect. All right, so we're just gonna do in a big old rectangle of blue. It looks like it's nice and juicy. Nice thick rectangle here. Okay, then so we got a nice rectangle. Okay, doesn't say we did, but I'm pretty sure we dry it. Hold on, don't take that. Nope, it is still wet. Just kidding. All right, so it looks like we are going in with a darker blue, so I probably should have used a lighter blue to start with. I think this is blue. Is this blue? Yeah, this is blue. Wait, that's not the blue we started with. I don't know. That kind of looks like the exact same blue. So we're gonna DIY a darker blue. So here's some blue. I'm gonna add a little black. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is what we're doing. And kind of swooshing it in this corner. Okay, that's not bad. Still not super dark in that corner, but that's what happens when you mess up. Let's see if I do a little bit more blue. Now we're gonna take, apparently, do some swipies. Does it say kind of how it is? Try to see if it's wadded up or if it's straight or... Yep, it looks like it's just folded. Okay, so we just have a folded... Yeah, I'm gonna get a chunkier piece here. Folded paper towel. It looks like she did 3 swipes, so we're gonna go kind of think that's right. 3. Well, that's not bad. Okay, and then I'm gonna dry this. Oh, and we forgot to start a little thing, but she didn't give us a time, so I'll go ahead and start it from here though, and we'll. Now we're gonna add some little fishies. Let's see. How does she add her fishies? I think there's little lines. Yeah, just a bunch of different colors of blue, little blobby lines. So we want this to be concentrated, so I'm not gonna have a whole lot of water on my brush. I mean, we're just doing little. Know how she did them. I'm just kind of making them fish-ish shaped. I just looked at it on the screen. That actually doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna go in with some of these other blues too, and just that way we have just a multitude of little fishies. Again, Bob Ross, happy little fish. Make some smaller so they're kind of look like they're back in the distance. Y'all, that's not bad. I will say it does look better on the screen than it does in real life. Just keep it real. All right, let's do a little bit of this kind of black for some really dark fishies kind of chilling in the background here. Well, that's not bad, y'all. All right, and I would say probably took us what, like 2 to 3 or 4 minutes to do the blue, since I forgot to start the timer. So all in all, this one probably took us about 8 minutes. All right, what do you guys think? So here is our 4 trying to make some kind of water feature out of watercolor. Let's go ahead and remove our tape here. I mean, all in all, I think that's pretty good. That's not bad. All right, what do you guys think? Which one was your favorite? I think for me, I think number 2 might be my favorite just because I like the pop of green against the blue and it feels like more of like a sunny day. This one could be my colors, feels a little more turbulent. However, I do love this kind of technique of swiping the paint away, so it gives like this, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like sun coming through, diffusing through the water. So, all right, that is us trying 4 different kinds of beach theme or water theme watercolors. I will make sure to link all of these videos to their respective people on their Instagram, so you can go give them a shout out. Leave in the comments below which one you think that you like the best. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I will see you guys in the next trying video.